Good morning, you guys. So, I have an itchy nose today, and I don't know why. There's no reason I should have an itchy nose. Okay. Couple of things. I want to give you guys a quick there it is. A quick update on Mr. Mufasa. The hair on that sore spot is growing back really nicely. But this discoloration on it is going down, like, quite a bit. Obviously, he's got quite the hair growing there. And then he had, like, a little spot up here from itching at it too much. That is completely gone. So, he is doing really well. However, a couple of days ago, he started acting really strange. He's usually, like, a happy dog. It was almost like he did something wrong and then was acting all, like, guilty for something. And I'm not sure why he was acting this way, but I did get a small video of it. He ate his food like normal. He's been drinking like normal. He actually ate his food rather quickly from what he normally does. Yeah, like, you can see, like, he's not acting normal. I don't know kind of what went on with that. Anyway, the next thing is, you guys know that both me and hubby overgrow yeast. For me, it's on the bottom of my tongue ring, and for him, it's underneath his stomach. We think that is why Mufasa is getting the yeast rashes that he's been getting. So let me preface this by saying, I don't order from Amazon a whole lot anymore. However, there's a setup on Amazon that I would like to get for Mufasa. And then there's a couple of things that I would like to get for the bed to hopefully help with that until we can actually get a different bed altogether. Ugh, excuse me. So I found this, like, foam cover thing. This is probably going to be pretty gross for some of you, but we don't sleep with the bottom sheet on it because it just gets ripped off anyway. Like, there's really no point for us to sleep with that bottom sheet. However, I am trying to figure out a way to protect Mufasa a little bit more. So, like I said, I found a cover for the bed. I have 3 regular, like, bottom fitted sheets. I need to get one more, and I'm not sure if I have... Hi. Oh, good lord, my neighbor's watching me again. I'm not sure if I have some in storage or not, so on the happenstance that I don't, I found kind of a cheap one that we could put on the bed. I would also like to get those, like, corner things. You put them, like, underneath. You put them on the mattress, but you put it underneath the, like, fitted sheet. And then I would like to get, like, an elastic band to hold the fitted sheet down even further. So hopefully that will work. I don't know. Yeah. So, the other thing is, I've seen a couple of makeup looks that I would like to try and recreate. I don't know who the main creator is of one of the particular looks. If you happen to stumble upon my video and you recognize what I'm about to show, please put it down in the comments. That way I can give them acknowledgement and give them a thank you for this gorgeous look. But this is one of the looks that keeps popping up on my feed. I love this. Love, love, love this. My neighbor is literally sitting in her car watching me. That's not strange at all. Anyway, if you guys know who the main creator is of this look, please let me know. So I pulled the makeup products that I have to get it as close to that look as I can. The other thing is, hello to my beautiful subscriber. I have a subscriber who lives in the same area as we do. She was having some issues with her dog. We gave her a harness, we gave her a leash, and we gave her a collar. I have not seen that dog get out since then. I also instructed her on a way to get her dog to go back inside. I gave her a couple of the bacon treat things, and I told her, I'm like, let her see that you have it, but do not give it to her. I want her to follow the treat, and I want, when you get to your door, I want you to obviously open your door, throw the treat in. The dog is going to run after the treat. You got her inside. She did it the other day. I'm so excited about it. Mufasa has probably like a good 5 or 6 black harnesses as is. But I'm gonna go back to Mufasa here really quick. I have to basically re-potty train him to get him to go into the yard. So, part of the... Ow! My wheelchair literally just shocked me. Part of that is I have to either put him on a harness or put him on a collar. If I go to put him on a collar, I have to have it pretty high up. Otherwise it hits that spot, and right now he's only able to wear biothane style collars because of the yeast. I needed an easy way to wash the collar off, so I'm not able to use like webbing items on him right now, webbing and fabric. So I did do quite a bit of digging, and I found a couple of harness. Oh, you can't even see them. I found a couple of his harnesses. This one is one of my absolute favorites. It's got a handle on it, quite literally perfect for me and Mufasa's height difference. So I can just grab the top of this, but I've put a D-ring on the back. He has an identical leash to it, which again is fit to mine and Mufasa's height difference. Um, but there's some leash wraps on Amazon, and it basically just marks him as a service dog, and I would like to get some for on the sides of this harness. But this has worked really, really well for us recently. Another one that I would like to be able to get some leash wrap covers for is this one. This one has a 13.5-inch pull strap to it, and then obviously it's got the side pieces. This is another one that I have really enjoyed, and it's the most weight to it are these two like swivel clasp things. That's like the most weight to it. Other than that, like the harness alone is actually pretty light, so I would like to be able to use that one as well. However, I am trying to figure out a new kind of morning routine. Mufasa kind of went back to not getting up with me, which I don't know how to get him out of that without like physically pushing him off the bed, because he will not move. But before, like, I would let him out, basically I want to get a collar with a handle on it again, and take and use that collar to kind of guide him into our yard over here, and then kind of leave it like that. I don't have a collar that can currently do that. I have the yellow harness, and that's the closest thing that I can right now have to anything having some sort of handle on it. But I'm trying to figure out a new routine, because he does not fit this original harness that we have for him. I would like to be able to use this one. This one does cut off a lot of his mobility, so, you know, it just, I don't know. I don't know if this is like a good choice for him in particular. I don't think it is. However, I like the fact that it's a no-pull harness. I clip a leash to the front of this O-ring, and it just, wherever the head goes, the body follows. Well, I find it to be the same way with the chest. Like, you can gently take them off balance, for example. Not obviously bad enough to where they fall, but just enough for them to be like, oh, okay, you know. But he doesn't fit this one anymore, and I would like to be able to get him back on the treadmill. So, I don't know. My goal is to be able to get him back into this harness. I need him to lose probably 40 to 50 pounds. He's almost 100 pounds. So, at his heaviest, he was 115 pounds, and we got him down to about 55 pounds. So I know that we can do it. I know it'll be better for him. I don't know if I should work him out, like have him work out in the morning for like 5 minutes, or if I should work him out at night because it starts to cool down at night here. And he really does not do very good in the heat as it is. So I'm trying to figure all this out on my own right now, which I'm not mad about, but if I ask for your opinion, please know that I'm gonna take that to heart. I don't ask people for their opinion if I'm not going to take it to heart. So with that being said, do you guys think I should work him out in the morning when I'll be able to see him, or should I work him out at night, not be able to see him, but it be cooler? Like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Anyway, I know this is going to be kind of early to be bringing this up, but I always try to have a plan in place for Mr. Mufasa, especially around 4th of July, because 4th of July can get very busy for us. You guys know that we throw parties on 4th of July. We do like cookout type stuff, decorations, we have friends and family come over, and it's just a big shebang with all of it. So Mr. Mufasa does not do very well at all with fireworks or even like thunderstorms and stuff like that. He does not do very well with that. So one thing that I chose to get for him is they're basically like doggy sunglasses. They're called Rex Specs. I keep the darkest lens that they have in this. Like, you have so many different lenses. Like, you have clear lenses, you have, I think they called them smoky lenses, and then you have like mirrored lenses. I do not like this mirror one, and then I have another clear one. Those are the extra lenses that I have, and this is the Rex Specs sunglasses, basically. So you have the underneath, which is basically a chin strap. Mufasa knows that he can eat with these on. However, I don't think he really cares to. He knows that he can open his mouth and stuff like that, but this goes up and behind their ears, and if I remember correctly, I think Mufasa wears a large lens, and it comes with like a dust bag and all of that. Now, one thing I will say is I did have to buy the lenses and the case separate from the actual like Rex Specs. But this is the dust bag that they come in. So far, they have been well worth the money that I paid for them. I did recently go onto their website again. $85. I think I paid $50 or $60, something like that. But for me and Mufasa, this has been well worth the money. I absolutely love the way they fit on him. He's comfortable enough where, like I said, he can eat. But yeah, if you have the extra money to go buy your dog a pair of sunglasses, I highly suggest them. No, this is not sponsored. I purchased these with my own money. Rex Specs has no clue who I am, okay? But to be honest, like, I highly suggest them. I absolutely love their sunglasses so far for Mr. Mufasa. So we got this thing called a Thunder Shirt for Mufasa. And it's supposed to be like a big continuous hug for them. Get out of here, fly. But because it was 97 degrees last year, so we didn't actually get a chance to use this because Mufasa gets really hot really fast, and I didn't want him to overheat because of something like this. I have it if I need it, and that is well worth it for me. I know if my dog is having a very hard time, I know I can give him like Benadryl to help him hopefully sleep through it. I also found out that they can have very specific melatonin, and they can only have 6 milligrams of it. But you have to buy doggy specific melatonin. You can't just give them any kind. It doesn't work like that. So I do plan on hopefully getting some kind of calm supplement and maybe some doggy melatonin, because that can help Maddie and Xena as well. So we have plans and stuff like that. And then of course I found his mutt muffs. I have no idea what's going on right here. I found his mutt muffs. They were in the wrong damn drawer. Like, what? These are kind of expensive. I also found something called a happy hoodie, which you can put the happy hoodie on and then put your mutt muffs over that, which I do want to try. Another thing you can do even before that is to stick cotton balls in their ears and then use your happy hoodie and then use your mutt muffs. That could probably work pretty well. I was also informed I don't have a single dog sock anymore because the ones that we got were way too small. So I use toddler socks, like baby human socks. They work just as fine. Like, they work pretty well. But I was informed that we do have trees that drop thorns here, and if you guys know, Mufasa had a huge, let me go get it, hold on. Yes, I still have it, hold on. Oh look, other things that I needed to show you anyways. Woo, that's the chair, calm down. Okay, why am I out of breath? Here it is. I got it. Okay, so I talked to the maintenance guy here, and I informed him that Mufasa had a giant thorn in his foot, And he's like, oh, just so you know, we have trees that drop thorns like this in our area, which I noticed initially when we lived in Colorado Springs when this one originally happened. I noticed that he was limping on his right front paw. I couldn't figure out why he was limping, so I basically had to have him be like a three-legged dog for a minute just to get him back to where our camper, our trailer, whatever you want to call it, where we were at the time. And right as we got to the door, he laid down. So it was a team effort to get this thing out, but we literally had to push this in further to be able to take it out. And this did a lot of damage to his paw. So because of this type of a situation, my dogs tend to wear shoes. Now, it has been a hell of a time trying to find Mufasa some shoes. Okay? We found ones called dog helos. This is what they look like. This is an absolute pain in the butt to put on. However, I don't want him to have a thorn in his foot and or burn his paws in any way, and I think this is going to be a little too hot for him, so I am still on the lookout for a good pair of shoes that are easy to put on him, but like these would be good for like fall, winter. I don't know. Anyway, so we have that, and along with that shirt, the thunder shirt that I showed you, I also have, where'd it go? I also have his calming pheromones that go along with the shirt. There's actually a very specific spot on the shirt where you can actually spray these. It's right here on this patch, and it stays for quite a while on that patch, which I find to be very helpful, and he seems to really like them, and they work really well for him. So yeah, that's everything. I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you guys enjoyed the Get Ready With Me, the birthday edition one. Thank you guys for all of the birthday wishes that I got. Yeah, I love you guys, and I hope you guys are having a good day. Bye, guys.